Apparently, TikTok's health advice has completely lost the plot. Today, we're going to be reacting to a video by FunkyFrogBait. Alright, let's see if those health advice are actually legit or insane. Or if this creator is just exaggerating everything for content. Either way, I already feel like my brain's gonna hurt.
Are you feeling a bit under the weather? Don't call your doctor, you can't afford that, and don't research peer-reviewed articles, yawn boring. And definitely don't consult with the witch hunched over her cauldron behind the 7-Eleven. She's too busy making me a potion that'll make my feet bigger, because you know what they say about guys with big feet. It's time to play roulette with your health, so open up TikTok and start swiping.
Oh my god, she's annoying.
TikTok, a mystical portal of medical misinformation where, after 2 seconds of scrolling, someone will try to convince you you can get rid of your toothache by singing the Animaniacs Nations of the World song backwards after, of course, updating the lyrics because of all the wars and stuff since the 90s. Homeopathic/alternative medicine has of course been around forever, but TikTok, and by extension the entire internet, has given health gurus with questionable credentials access to
Who cares about your credentials? That's just to appeal to authority fallacy.
way more people than they've ever had before. Today we will not be debating the effectiveness of natural remedies in general, because that touches on some complex questions about religion, tradition, and philosophy, and enough people on the internet already.
Funny she mentions religion because almost the entirety of our modern medical science and nutritional science and many other aspects of society is pure religion. This is not scientific whatsoever. Most of the studies are unrepeatable, and once you start scrutinizing those studies, you realize that it's based on absolutely nothing.
Hate me. Instead, we will be going over health trends popularized by TikTok that are verifiably pointless, outright dangerous, and/or objectively hilarious.
What is this?
Do you want to remove excess earwax while also causing an extreme fire hazard by putting a lit candle right next to your highly flammable hair so you can recreate the 2007 film Ghost Rider starring Nicolas Cage at the same time? Well then, ear candling might—
My god. I can't believe I have to watch 60 minutes of this. This is gonna be so painful.
be for you. Supposedly, the way this works is that the flame at the end of the hollow candle creates a vacuum that pulls earwax and debris from the ear as it burns. Except it doesn't. It just doesn't. It's really easy to prove these are a scam. All you have to do—
How the fuck do people come up with this shit?
is light an ear candle, don't put it in your ear, and then cut it open.
First, let's look at the one that was in my ear. There is definitely something inside there. Ugh. Okay, now, let's see if there's anything in the one that wasn't in my ear. No way. There's even more stuff.
Now this, ladies, gentlemen, and etc. of the jury—
Are people this fucking dumb nowadays? What the fuck?
Is why control tests are not just for nerds. It turns out that the earwax that was making everybody so self-conscious about their ears was just wax from the candle. Not only that, but these candles leave a gross residue behind, meaning they not only don't work, but they're also leaving candle wax in people's ears. This scam is cartoon—
Oh my god, she's painful to watch. Bro, what the—
evil, convincing people that their ears are disgusting, so they keep buying more candles. Meanwhile, the candles are clogging up their ears even more. Clogged ears, you say? I have a candle for that. Ear candles have been stuck in an endless cycle of being popularized, then debunked, then popularized again since at least the early 2000s, and it's crazy to see this cycle continue all the way into 2023. Then again, we all use a product that says do not put in ear exclusively to put in our ears, so maybe we're all just idiots. But before I continue, I'd like to take a second to talk about today's sponsor, Bellesa. Right now, I'm partnering up with Bellesa to send out free vibrating toys and gift cards for toys to everyone who signs up for my giveaway. Bellesa is a bi-women company whose mission is to empower some small-sized pattern simulation effective. Allows you to get body. This free is in portion and size. Hey there, welcome back. Bad news, the water you're drinking is apparently not expensive enough. According to our source, White woman in boho chic two-piece.
By popular demand, let's talk about Alive Water, why I'm obsessed with it. I pay $88 a month to have this delivered to my house.
$48? When that money could instead be spent on Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe
What would you spend that money on? Tofu?
Edition? I don't think so. I'm gonna chase my water with fluoride like a real American.
This is a live water. Yes, it comes in these gorgeous, gorgeous containers. So their water comes from 2 natural springs that have 0 industrial contamination. This is high vibe water and you can feel it.
Okay, well, quality of your water you drink does matter. I mean, of course, she's just another brain-dead influencer that doesn't understand shit from ass, but it does matter. The fact that it's in a glass container absolutely will minimize microplastic exposure. It's also important that your water has a minimum of a nanoparticle per liter, because if you have water that is saturated in minerals, then it will hydrate the body. If the water is empty of minerals, it will act as a solvent. It will strip you of your own minerals. This is what the water tends to do. It has the capacity to dissolve things into it. So if there's nothing dissolved into it, it will strip you from your minerals. If there is, then it will saturate your own body with minerals. Very important. The water we drank in nature has nothing to do with what comes out of your tap.
The existence of alive, high vibe water implies the existence of
I mean, the high vibe, that doesn't mean anything, but it doesn't mean that quality of water does not matter. It absolutely does.
dead, low vibe water, which is apparently the water all of us plebeians drink. Oh my god. The vibes are off. Let's check out their website. Holy shit, that is the ugliest logo I've ever seen. Whose nephew threw this together? Oh, hell yeah. You know it's good web design when you become overstimulated the moment you open the page. I mean, they have to be telling the truth. Look at this incredible hover animation. Now, I love massive jugs as much as the next person, but according to the website, for just
Oh, the humor is unbearable. Wow.
2 people, you could have up to 12 jugs just sitting around in your house for a month. Oh wait, they're also selling a $200 shelf to hold all the jugs. How convenient. Oh my god, you also have to pay a $33 deposit fee for each jug. The jugs aren't included in the cost? So yeah, the water's expensive, but you'll be happy to know that it's also a total ripoff. While Alive Water tries to make it sound like they're scooping water directly from Mother Nature's leaky teats at Opal Springs, it's actually just Oregon tap water. Pretty nice tap water, especially when compared to the sulfur sludge that leaks out of some of the faucets here in Texas, but
It's true that there's probably a lot of people scamming people with water. Check out the provenance. Of course, there's a lot of badly intended people out there, so they'll sell you whatever they can to make money. And yeah, it does seem overpriced, but you have a delivery service, I guess it's worth it. But whatever her point of view is, I'm just speechless, guys. Let's see if I will be able to make it to the end of that video, because so far, I'm not having it. What do you guys think? Does water quality matter for you? Do you invest a lot of money on either a water filter or buying high quality water? Let me know down below.
still just tap water. Probably would just be cheaper to take a family trip up to Oregon and fill up every few months.
This is 9.5 alkaline water from my Kangen machine. This is the only medical grade water ionizer in the world, first only existing in Japanese hospitals.
Oh, sick. I want a sci-fi gadget that makes me bubble water. I wonder how much this... Oh my god!
Medical grade, living, alkalized water. I'm gonna do a couple different tests here. The first test is like the pool guys do, pH test. We're gonna compare that to medical alkaline water. Wherever they're from, when you separate it from the source for 48 hours, it's dead water. Anything in it that's good dies. However, if they add chemicals to it, it may appear alkaline. Let's do a straw test to it. Carbon dioxide released during digestion.
So if you zone out during all the big fancy medical words and third grade science experiments like I did and just look at the top result on Google, alkaline water is just water that has a higher pH level than regular tap water. The idea behind drinking alkaline water is that it will somehow neutralize the acidity of your bloodstream, which it won't. Cool idea though. When we drink things, they go to our stomachs, and our stomachs have to maintain a very specific level of acidity to digest our food. So any alkaline water you drink is just gonna get neutralized immediately. If you somehow manage to drink enough alkaline water that it affects the pH level of your stomach, you can suffer from symptoms like indigestion, bacterial overgrowth, and malnourishment, aka your tum-tum will hurt real bad. So you can just put that $5,000 into your kid's college fund. Even though, by 2030, that's probably not even going to be enough to pay for textbooks.
Putting garlic cloves in my nose after a sinus infection.
Hey, remember when people were shoving garlic up their nose to get rid of congestion? Yeah, don't do that, you goober. What are you trying to cook up?
Yeah, I can't believe I'm going to say that, but I agree with her on this one. Don't shove garlic up your nose.
Up in there? Spaghetti? Perhaps a nice olio e olio? All you're doing is irritating your mucous membranes and making more mucus and trapping the mucus that was already in there.
I mean, she said about credentials. All she does is read whatever fucking AI or Google told her so. So is that better? Probably not.
I'm just gonna move on quickly because this is just super gross.
And on this episode of weird shit I do for my wellness, coffee enemas. Coffee enemas are actually an ancient...
Oh, not again. Oh, some of you in the States probably didn't see it, but I reviewed a video on people who were addicted to coffee enemas. Well, it was a show from TLC, so you can go check it out. I'll put the link down in the description of the original video so you can take a look. But the crazy fucking shit people do for health. Coffee is fucking toxic to drink, let alone shove up your ass. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's see what fucking claims she's gonna say.
Tradition that are really good in detoxifying the body and getting the things we do not want out of it, the stagnancy, and even things like viruses, parasites, all of that.
What? Prove it. What is the mechanism? What is the biochemistry behind it? Just give us something, for fuck's sake. Now that I think about it, tell me, people, do you know anyone in your friend or close circles that has experimented with shoving coffee up their anus?
My thing is, unless that coffee is being brewed by a bisexual with a nose ring, I don't want it anywhere near my mouth.
Of course, bisexual. No one could tell.
Or my butthole.
It is an anti-parasitic. It's great for your mental health, great for your immune system, and a bunch of other things I will put on the screen. But I just feel so...
Let's see benefits. Anti-parasitic. Yeah. Get rid of candida. Isn't that also a parasite? Or fungus? Fight C word. I really doubt that you will fight the C word with this. Boost immunity? No. And so much more. I highly doubt it. I've already debunked that in my video. You go watch it.
Oh, good. Coffee enemas are so taboo, but more people should be using them and talking about them because they have so many
No, they shouldn't.
benefits. I'll keep you updated. Make sure you're following me for more.
I hate the ominous shot of the bag at the very end. I hate the POV I'm being
I hate to listen to you.
forced into. So what a coffee enema supposedly does is dilate the bile ducts in the liver to release toxins. Whatever the f that means. It apparently has a long list of benefits that makes you wonder what else we should be putting up our poopers. I'm gonna do a Sprite enema and ascend to the astral plane.
First, I make out with the dog for about 10 minutes in the morning. And I go straight into making my coffee enema.
I'm sorry, what?
I prefer to put coffee up my ass. It has way more benefits.
No. Wait, hold on. I feel like we kind of skimmed over. She does what with her dog for 10 minutes?
One coffee enema can increase your glutathione production by 700%. Glutathione.
What? What? There's so much shit wrong in this. What the every time I log in internet, I feel like an insane person. Fuck! This is... Well, first of all, I don't think that putting coffee up your ass increases glutathione production. I think it increases glutathione release. And the glutathione is released in response to the toxicity of the coffee. Coffee is the pro-oxidants. Glutathione has to be released to repair the damage from the pro-oxidant toxin. But it doesn't mean that it's overproducing glutathione. Your body is not gonna release glutathione unless it needs to, the precious reserve. Oh my lordy, lordy, lord.
Glutathione is the big Mac Daddy of antioxidants. It combats free radicals.
Did you say combats radicals? Well, I'll stick anything up my butt to stick it to those blue-haired commies. After they make my oat milk frappuccino, of course.
Of course she drinks oatmeal. Fuck's sake.
course.
I do about 3 to 4 per week, and sometimes I'll even do a couple in one day.
3 or 4 times a week? You're done. You're done. Give me the hose. You're enjoying this too much. So, coffee enemas. An uncomfortable rectal remedy, but totally worth it, right? No! You learned nothing! Not only
I can't believe I'm agreeing with her.
is there no concrete enemas. God, concrete enema, Jesus! Oh my God! Not only is there no concrete evidence that Not only is there no concrete evidence that coffee enemas provide any benefits, but this creative caffeine consumption has been linked to proctocolitis, infection, and 3 deaths. According to baseball rules, that means don't put the coffee in your butt.
This is day 1.
People died from putting coffee. Can you imagine what will be written on your gravestone if you died from shoving coffee up your ass? Wow, I'm speechless. Guys, if you're interested to know how to take care of your real health with the no bullshit approach based on the real fundamentals, consider subscribing. Or not. It's your loss.
Of me ingesting borax.
I hopped on the borax train.
I jumped on the borax train.
I have officially jumped on the borax train.
Borax?
Borax.
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 Isn't borax like a powder that's used in blacksmithing? I wonder if it's the same. Let me check it out. Borax is a widely used, affordable flux in blacksmithing for forge welding, serving as a prevent oxidative and remove scale from steel. I knew it. Now people are eating that shit? Unbelievable.
Go check it out. This is the generation that mocked us during the Tide Pod incident. Look who's sneaking snacks from the laundry room now, Grandma.
Borax is all natural and helps with bone building and immune and brain function. It dissolves easily in water and helps absorb calcium and magnesium. This drink, which I will show, will help prevent inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, reverse male impotency, treat
Rheumatoid arthritis, the basis of that is any autoimmune disease. Typically, it would be starting from a leaky gut syndrome. If you have leaky gut, it's 100% caused by the thing you eat. Things like nuts, seeds, legumes, grains, alcohol, certain vegetables. They will open the junction, the epithelial cell in your gut, which will allow some bacteria and some unwanted undigested food particles to enter the bloodstream. And then this will trigger a huge amount of inflammation. I know some oxalates can also contribute to that, but it's not a lack of borax.
PCOS, menstruation issues, hormonal imbalance, hot flashes, night sweats, enhance testosterone levels.
Wow.
So it fixed
Can
everything.
It also wax my car and boost my credit score? That'd be pretty neat. So the boomers got into the borax and became convinced that a pinch of the laundry powder in their water every morning could cure them of all kinds of ailments. The main claim was that it reduces inflammation and helps with joint pain.
So he learned about borax on here, and he's been taking it, and he doesn't have any joint pain at all.
Everybody wants a miracle cure, especially when it comes to something as horrible as chronic pain, but I probably don't have to tell you that eating borax is a terrible idea. First, while a few studies have shown that there might be some benefits to increasing boron in your diet, eating borax, or sodium borate, can cause vomiting, reproductive issues, and risk kidney failure. Not only that, but borax is produced in facilities that aren't required to use food-safe procedures, meaning that the borax that you're eating could be exposed to all kinds of chemicals and contaminants because they're making laundry detergent, not Kool-Aid. But these people went crazy, drinking borax, soaking in borax, and posting tutorials on how to cook up some yummy laundry sauce for the whole family.
So I get a lot of you asking me what it is that I do with this beautiful powder here in this box. And I'm going to show you what I do every day, usually in the morning, but I'm getting a late start today. So I take a pinch of this, a pinch of baking soda, and a pinch of Celtic sea salt, and I put it in a cup of water.
She's not gonna shove it up your ass, is she?
And I drink it.
This woman was sort of their lead poison leader for a little bit, even though at this point she's pretty much deleted all evidence of her involvement. She still has some really interesting alternative medicine and conspiracy theory content on her TikTok account. You're telling me the same people who are eating laundry detergent also think the moon landing was faked? Shocker.
This is a mineral that is portrayed as a laundry booster and cleaner. And they do this on purpose because they don't want you to be of the mindset of consuming this. They want you to be of the mindset that
no shit, all these products are made in laboratory, in factory. These are not based on natural ingredients. These are synthesized. This is just mixing chemicals with chemicals, and often the extraction processes and manufacturing processes are very toxic. Don't put this in your body. It's the same thing with most medication and supplements.
it's not for consumption. That's for a very good reason. It's because of all the health benefits that it has.
See, this is the thread that connects all of these crazy health trends together and allows them to persist for so long. The belief that any evidence that they're harmful is part of a government conspiracy. It is an absolute war zone for doctors and nurses trying to clear up medical misinformation on TikTok, because every time they try to warn people of the very real researched risks of the very stupid things they're doing, they're accused of being liars, of wanting.
Most of these things that people do is always an attempt to fix whatever they failed with the fundamentals. Everyone I've coached and trained and helped with their health is overlooking fundamentals. The basic. No one I train does the fundamentals right. Meaning going to bed on time, making sure that you're not watching screens, make sure that you're eating the proper human animal-based diet, making sure that you have enough light exposure, making sure you get natural light into your eyes first thing in the morning, instead of jumping on your cell phone, making sure that you have adequate movement throughout the day to pump your blood and make sure that the whole system is being, all of these things are way more important than any of these things suggested in that video. Whatever fuck her opinion is. I have the feeling that she's been jabbed a few too many times.
People to stay sick so they can make more money. As if the TikTok gurus selling their followers bogus information and $5,000 water ionizers don't also have something to gain. Making this video was frankly depressing. Most of these health trends could be debunked within 5 minutes of Googling. Shut up, you dingleberry. Excuse me?
Exactly. All she does is Google it and then whatever the Google will say, which is not always correct, always question everything. That's what she's gonna base herself on.
Participated in a ritual where you pretended to eat the flesh and blood of a dead Jewish man for 18 years. Okay, it sounds really, really bad when you put it that way. That's just normal Christian. We're all just apes with too much brains in our heads, terrified of death.
I hate her.
And dying and looking for someone to tell us what to do. Oh, come on. These are obvious scams. Everybody's trying to sell happiness so they can buy their own. There's been snake oil salesmen since before there were snakes. Okay, but seriously, how could people fall for this stuff? The medical industry is incredibly corrupt and most people can't afford basic care. Hunching over our desks in beige offices deprives us of the vitamins and levels.
It's not the healthcare industry, it's the sick care industry. Doctors don't know anything about health. They know a lot about disease and that's it. You don't go see a doctor when it's going well and you want it to go better. You go see a doctor when you're already broken, when you fucked up.
Of activity that we need. The food industry is horribly underregulated. We're all eating poison. Of course people are spiraling into paranoia and conspiracy theory. What are you doing in my house? Looking for your borax?
Oh, that's so fucking cringy. What? 5.7 million views? What the fuck, internet? Shame on you. Oh my god. FunkyFrogBait. Ugh, I didn't even know such... Oh, that's... Alright guys, at this point I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. This was so painful to watch. This is so cringy. Any of the advice suggested in that video was complete nonsense. Even if I tell people to question everything and I have my doubts about the establishment and the mainstream narrative, it does not mean you should go try stupid shit like putting borax in your water and burning candles in your ear. The only thing I think I agreed with in that video was the water quality. This is extremely important. Don't go shove coffee up your ass, guys. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm gonna say. Focus on the fundamentals that everyone overlooks and nobody's nailing it. Once you have the fundamental nailed, if there's still some issues persisting, this is when you go into the fancy shit. Everybody I trained, they're always guilty of jumping into the fancy shit before mastering the fundamentals.